let's do a full face of Juvia's Place products. But before we jump into it, if you are new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! But one thing my lovely ladies know is to thumbs up my video and leave me a comment down below to let me know what they think about the makeup, my hair, my face, my lips, how I'm feeling myself. You know what I mean? So if you're new here, make sure to thumbs up this video. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you leave me a comment to let me know what you think about the video. Also, all the products I use today will be tagged right here. So definitely check that viewed products tag. If it's not there, I'm definitely going to link it down below. So definitely check it out. Of course, you can use my code Ohemaa at Juvia's Place to get a discount on your order. As of today, this code is not an affiliate code, but it does give you a discount at checkout. Okay, first I'm going to hydrate my skin. The Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation is a mattifying foundation, so I'm going in with the hydrating primer so the foundation can glide on as smooth as possible. This is the part of the routine where I will tell you to go ahead and conceal all your dark spots, but the way this foundation is set up, you don't need anything else besides this foundation to cover up all your sins. I am the shade 120, and let me show you what this foundation looks like on my skin, honey. This is the second deepest shade of the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation, and this is how that foundation blends into the skin. Foundation wear. Foundation wear. Show me what the foundation is, because this is flawlessness. Now let's do a little magic. Usually my dark spots definitely peek through whatever foundation I use. I'm telling you, this foundation will cover up your sins. You don't believe me. Look at this. Where is it? Show me where it is and I will call you a liar. Remember, this is a mattifying foundation. It is very, 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 very pigmented. So a little bit definitely goes a long way. I'm trying to get rid of those dark spots, and the vitamin C I've been using is definitely causing my face to be a lot lighter than usual. And you can tell there's like a little pigment difference in my skin. It's gonna all normalize very, very soon. Look at the flawlessness of my base right now. You cannot tell me anything. It blends in like a dream. Absolutely stunning. Oh, and by the way, whatever I put on the back of my hand, there's still some left. I Am Magic concealer. This is the shade number 4. I always like to go in with a concealer that is about a shade lighter than my foundation first, and then if I need to, I go in with a second concealer to brighten. This concealer is very, very fluid and it blends in like a dream. So if you're going to use it, please be careful on the blend, okay? Just only blend it exactly where you need it. Do not blend it past, and don't put too much because it's gonna get everywhere. We're gonna dry it down a little bit, that way it can stick to the skin, and then we're just gonna blend it in. I'm just blending it in place. My base is looking so freaking flawless right now. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the shade number 5 to brighten a little bit. I will always go in with a deeper shade before I go in with the lighter shade, because if I go straight in with a lighter shade, it's going to just not look okay. Let's dry this down before we use it. And we're just also gonna blend it right in place. We're not gonna blow it out too much. We're just blending it right in place. I almost don't want to go in with the powder. Oh my word. Juvia's Place will literally do it every time. This is what we have to work with. All the lines of demarcation are going to be blended away with the tool that we used to blend our foundation in. This will make sure everything is blended in flawlessly, beautifully, and perfectly. Do you see this? Foundation wear. Literally. What makes you think I put any complexion products on my eyes today? Like, my face was glowy before, it's still glowy now. We're gonna set with the brown sugar setting powder. This is the deepest of all the setting powders that were launched, and as much as I don't want to ruin this perfect base, a perfect base needs a perfect powder. Okay, let's get into it. I'm taking a Juvia's Place brush. It's a tapered brush. I like this brush because of how pointy the tip is. It's a very beautifully tapered brush, and it will absolutely go into all the corners that I need it to go into. So I'm gonna tap into the powder and tap off any excess. I'm just gonna look up and set my under eye. Ooh, wow. This is what my under eyes look like with brown sugar. This is absolutely flawless. Absolutely stunning. It is brightening my under eyes without it being overly too bright. definitely giving me that soft focused filter look. First, we're going in with Warm Honey, which is the second deepest shade of the finishing powders. This I'm going to use as a means of adding brightness to my under eyes. So I'm going to use it to bake my face. Then we're going in with the shade Shortbread. Shortbread is definitely a yellow powder, so we're going to put it on the other side of the face. For brows, we're using the Juvia's Place Brow Pencil in the shade Ebony. For a quick look, I'm just putting the same concealer on my eyes. Putting the same concealer on my eyes and just blending it in. I'm setting my eyes with Warm Honey. For contour, we're using the Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo in the shade Deep Dark. This is what it looks like. Using the bottom part for my face, and then we'll use the top part for my nose. It's a very subtle bronze on my skin tone. Of course, we're also going to use it to snatch the jaw a little bit. We're using brown sugar as our contour definer powder. For blush, we're using volume 5. This is what volume 5 looks like. We're going in with the top one. Very lightly blush. Or I'm gonna end up doing too much. It doesn't take much for Juvia's Place to just show the pigment. You know, white base. Very demure. Very gorgeous. Very dark skin friendly and very pigmented. Anybody can use this. Just know that if you don't have all that melanin, tone it down a bit, okay? Tone it down. You don't want to end up being labeled as blush blindness. I also use it to kind of go over my contour or bronzer to add more warmth to the face. Putting some on my nose very lightly and also on my lips, because why not? Do you see how beautifully blushed my face looks right now? Absolutely gorgeous. We're still baking. We're gonna decide which side we like best at the end of all of this. But I'm going in with this shade to contour my nose. I'm also going to blend it into my brows. Then we'll go back into the deeper shade to go over it to give it more definition. For my waterline and tightlining, I'm using Juvia's Place eyeliner in the shade Midnight Blue. This is what it's looking like. I also use the same shade to give myself a tiny little wing. For lashes, we're using Juvia's Place Egypt Flare lashes. For lips, I'm using Salted Caramel. In the middle, I'm using Cream de Cacao. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, let's go in and buff all the powder off. For setting spray, we're using the Juvia's Place setting spray. I literally just did a full face of setting spray. No products were missed. Every single product worked beautifully together. This is my finished look using the Juvia's Place. It is beautiful, flawless, just absolutely stunning altogether, okay? Delicious almost.